Fits YouTube channel. We're going to continue on our theme of self-care, specifically stuff that you can do at home that doesn't really need any major equipment or anything that you can't already find around your house. So today one of the things I wanted to talk about is a simple core exercise routine. Your core is very, very important. It supports your lower back. And a lot of times when we think of core, we think about just the abdominal muscles. But the abdominal muscles are really only one half of your core. Your core has a front side, which is the abs, but your core also has a back side, which is going to be your back muscles, and then there's a lower portion as well, which is going to be all of the lumbopelvic, hip, glute muscles that support your pelvic movement. So your pelvis sits below your spine, or in essence supports your spine, so it's really important that you have a stable pelvis in order to have a stable spine and protect your lower back when doing any kind of activity. So that's what we're going to focus on today. I'm going to show you a couple very simple activities that you can do at home to help strengthen your lower core, specifically the glutes and the lumbopelvic area. Doesn't require any equipment, doesn't take a ton of time. These are a couple of my personal favorites. So the first one we're going to talk about is a clamshell activity. So for this, you're just going to want a space on the floor that's large enough to lay down. My space has hardwood floors, so I'm utilizing a yoga mat for comfort. You can do this on hardwood floors without a yoga mat should you choose. You can do this on carpeting. I would recommend that you do utilize either a floor type surface or something of that variety. Doing it on a bed, the surface is often, there's too much give with a mattress for that to be a good option. So would definitely recommend if you're at home that you utilize the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay on down. In this case, I'm going to lay on my right side for purposes of demonstration. So once I'm down here, I'm going to find a comfortable position for my head, which for me usually is resting sort of on my forearm or my bicep here. And then we want to make sure we do what's called stacking the shoulders and the hips. So I want my shoulders in a straight line with my hips. So if I put my arm down and look, there's a straight line going down between my shoulders and my hips. I'm going to bend my knees to about 90 degrees. And I'm going to keep my feet together. For myself, the most important thing that we do here is when we do the motion that I'm going to show you here in a minute is we not allow any rotation. I don't want my hips to be rocking back. So for me, the cue that I have found to help keep things stable is I put my hand just right here on my hip, because then I can feel if I'm starting to rock forward and backward. So the motion that we're going to do while keeping everything stacked is I'm just going to raise my left knee off my right knee. So my feet are staying in contact with each other. It's not a terribly big motion. Nice and slow and controlled on the way up. Pause. Nice and slow and controlled on the way down. You can pick your duration as far as sets and reps. I usually do 2 to 3 sets of about 15. And the longer you go, you should start to feel it kind of in this hip area. Sometimes even a little bit into this back pocket area.